Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So I hope you guys have already seen the thumbnail, so you might have the idea like what I'm going to do here in this video. So here if you see that we have a comment on one of my video where I have represented like how we can close the already opened application through Python. So the user asked me like, let's say if we have closed the application, how should we ensure that it has been closed? So how to check when process is closed by PID in Python? So that's what he or she is asking. So I will try to show a way so that we can do that. But before we do that, if you are new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It's a simple and easy process that you have to hit the subscribe button, and that's all I want from you guys. Other than that, I am here to provide a good and descriptive content to all of you for free. So let's see how we can achieve this. So for this, I'm simply going to open my idle shell. So I won't need any kind of editor because I think this is a simple automation which we can achieve through shell. So let's do that. So I will just create a new new file here. So what I'm going to do is, so first let's understand the steps that we have to do before we actually achieve what this person is saying. So how to check when process is closed by PID? So first we have to close the process and then we have to check if that has been closed or not. So for that you would need one module which is psutil. So if you don't have it installed, do a simple pip install command or just Google it like how should we install psutil, and you will see the exact command that you can copy and then install it with your Python. So when you import this when you install this, you can simply check it in your Python shell. If you try to do something like this, and if you don't see any error, that means that you are good. And if still you see some kind of import error, then just try to close this shell window and then try it again or restart your system. It should work fine, right? So then we have to use OS module which comes by default. You don't need to install it. So here we have one method which we will use to kill the process. So with psutil we get one method which is psutil dot process iter. So this is the method through which we are going to iterate over each and every process or application running right now in my system or your system. So to do that, simply you can do print process, right? So you will see a lot of information, or like the information that we have along with our process. So first let's try to run this, but let's save it and let's do what should we say, let's say test for now. Okay, it's already here. So let's do close process ensure. It's a big name. Okay, anyways, let's run this now. So there are a lot of application, of course, so it is going to print a lot of things for me, but I can be really choosy here. So if you scroll up a bit, you can see that I have few system applications which should be running, and if you don't see the unique information that you want, just simply do a task manager. So here when you see these applications, so here for example I try to see this git bash. So here if you don't see that, you can simply go to users details. Here you will see a lot of information, and if you just type G, it will try to fetch git bash, and here you can see the PID. So for now I'm going to try with VLC because it's like it has been, like, I think we all are using it. So let's do this. So I have opened VLC here. I can show you, like, this is opened here. I will minimize this and I'll just type V. So VLC is here, and what I will do is simply I will check for this command this application. So to do that, I don't have to print each and everything, rather I would do a if condition here. So if process dot either PID you can do, or or name, process name. So as the question was asked related to PID, so I would do PID here, which is 91316. So if you want to know how I went through this PID, you can simply see here, we are seeing PID, we are seeing name. So these are all sort of information which you can fetch specifically for a process. So I would just I just want to get PID, so doing that, but you can also refer it through name, and which is what I have done here in this video if you take a look at it. So here I have the process ID, and what I will do is simply try to see if we are able to get this. So here if you see, we just got one result, and which is desired, right? So now let's try to close this, and then we will make sure whether it is open or not, right? So here rather than printing, what I will do is I will just copy this line first, because I need to iterate one more time, right? And here instead of printing, I would use os.system command, which is going to execute a command for me, which is task kill /im, and there I'm going to provide the ID that I want to close, right? So let's do few things. Let's first try to execute this command on your command prompt. So the ID is 91316. So when you do that, you see a success message, right? And this is how you see that okay, it was successful, and you don't see VLC opened here now, which is closed, right? So I have to open it again, but I have just showed you what command is going to be executed through Python. So here we just have to provide the process ID dot PID. I have already given this space here so that it won't get mingled up with this /im. Now I have closed the process in this loop, right? This has been closed, and here I have to ensure whether it is open. So if it is able to find this process ID, which I know that it is not going to, but rather than making it affect, I will just do not able to close the app/process, and I'll use this print and copy it in my else, and here I would do successfully closed the application. So now I have VLC here, which you can see, and the process ID is going to be different because we created a new application, so it is 30, and that is why we should not be dependent on PID, right? But that would be a valid approach if we have multiple application open, right? So we have 30924 now, so 30924, and here also, right? Now let's try to run this. So here I'm getting an error because cannot concatenate. Okay, so yeah, that's sorted. I have to so this is an string and this is an integer, so we have to make both of them compatible. So I'll just convert it to string, save it, rerun this. So successfully closed. Okay, I made a okay. So you can see that it is working, but what was the problem is that I am going to print this if it is not going to see this process ID, which is going to happen for every application which is right now opened. So that's why it is printing this, but you can see that it never printed not able to close the app/process. So that's why we are good here. So I think you can modify the code according to your requirement, but this is the way that you can achieve what this user asked for us to do. So I hope this is clear, and I think I'm going to put this as a part 3 or maybe a separate video, and I would just comment down to this user specifically. But that is it for this video now. I hope I was able to like explain it in the literal sense, or if there is any kind of doubt, you can always reach out to me on the comment section. I'm always here and I will always help. So for now, this is it, and I hope I will meet you in the next one. Till then, have a good day, stay safe, and bye bye.